I'm more than a little out of my element here today. I am reviewing tactical carry equipment. And my husband was laughing at me because he goes, oh, the other reviewers are out there. There's a Navy SEAL guy, some Army Ranger, a Green Beret, and then there's you. So, whatever. Here I am today. I hope you're not offended, 511. 511 is the company, and apparently you speak to all walks of life because here I am. So, anyways, I wanted to review this bag for a few reasons. One, my husband has your 511, and this is a bigger one here. This is the 511, and this is the 10, the Moab 10. And this is kind of his go-to bag that he carries all the time. And when he doesn't need all his stuff, tactical men's stuff, he would carry this thing just like this, like awkward with its carabiner on it. And it's actually kind of a nice little pouch. Like it has the thing, and he puts his keys in his phone, whatever. And the other day I said, we were getting out of the car, and I said, oh, you forgot your purse. And his reaction was the equivalent as if I had punched him in the face. So I said, let's try this again with something else. And so I went on the 511 site, and I got him this little bag, which is like the junior baby version of this. And so, anyways, I was trying it on, and couple good things, couple not so good things. But I wanted to share it with anyone if you were looking for kind of a tactical bag that wasn't leather, that was extremely durable and had a lot of options in terms of storage. So I thought you guys might find it interesting. It's a neat bag, and let me show you. This is the Moab 6, so this is the baby version of the 10. And hopefully you can see that. So it's kind of a crossbody back sling, I guess is how I'd say it. One of the things I really like about the bag is I can go like this and get into it. Super easy, right? So it just swivels, bam, I'm in. It has two main compartments, a big one and kind of a baby one in the front. Both come with double zippers, which is key. I didn't put anything in the main compartment. Frankly, this has so much storage, I ran out of stuff. But I packed the baby compartment. So let me show this one to you. It's funny, you know, how men and women are so different. When I'm like carrying a bag and I want first aid, it fits in here. So it's Neosporin, Band-Aids. Maybe if I'm feeling fancy, there's like Bacitracin, which is a fancy heavy-duty version of Neosporin. Anyways, you can see it's got pockets right here. Before I show you, let me show you what my husband carries when we're gonna go out someplace. This is his first aid kit. Legitimately, you could perform open heart surgery with the stuff that he carries around. So he's good to have around in an emergency. I obviously don't have a use for this. But anyways, I wanted to show you kind of what fits in the front compartment. It has a lot of pockets, and the pockets are a good size. Oftentimes I find when you get bags with a lot of organization, the sizes are awkward and you don't have stuff that goes in there, but this one's great. So this one's, it's like a little wider than a credit card, but this fits neatly. It's got two pockets right here. This is, again, the smaller of the two main compartments. And then I have my phone, fits clean right there. It also has back here two almost like, I describe them as like pen holders, but I'm sure you could put like a key hook and dangle something in there if you wanted. I have a very fat wallet that I tucked here behind these two slots. And then in the front there, I put a full-size glasses case, and I put a little pouch that has lotions and toiletries and stuff. And that actually fits perfect. Like, it's really snug. And let me put it back in there. It's snug, so it won't fall out, but it takes a little doing to get it in. And let me just show you all that again now that you can appreciate it. So it's phone, first aid, fat wallet fits back here. I could fit more stuff back here too, like a tablet. Sunglasses, definitely deep enough. And then I have a little pouch. This one, again, both of them have the double zipper, which is really nice. I'm going to show you also the main compartment, even though I didn't pack it out. Here it is. It's got equally nice storage. It has a drawstring back here. For my purposes, if I was going to carry this on a hike, I would probably put like wireless chargers back in here, things like that. I might put I don't know, any electronic cord kind of things that I might need. And then in the front here, and I'm going to show it to you like this. This is the part where it folds down, and I'm going to flip it around. It's got a mesh pocket here. I'm trying to think what I would put in the mesh pocket, and honestly, I'm not sure. I was thinking like if there was something wet or damp or whatever, but the size doesn't lend itself to that because it's quite small. And then down here it has a zippered, completely closed pocket. And notice how I'm kind of having a difficult time sticking just my fingers in here. And that's because I packed out that front compartment. So if you pack that out, you don't have a ton of room on this one. But anyways, that's pretty much it. It's got the drawstring, the zipper, and then the mesh zipper. And then of course the double zipper. What's cool about this bag that I didn't see on the website is it's got this. So in between the main compartment and the baby compartment, bam, secret, uber crazy Velcro pocket. I think technically it's meant for if you needed quick access like this to a firearm, but I'm guessing it's the Velcro, you can't really see it because the bag, it's way in there. But the Velcro essentially runs like almost the entire length and depth of that pocket. So you don't even notice the pocket if you don't have something in there. But anyways, I wanted to show you. Here's the baby knife that I do all my unboxings with. And I think that's kind of a perfect thing for that. Because if you ever need a knife, hopefully you don't ever if you're hiking. But if you do, it's right there and you're not fumbling around for it. It's the only thing that I would put back there is that baby knife. But that's that. And I'm going to awkwardly split up showing you the benefits of the bag and show you version 2.0 things right now. Because while I have the bag on, it's easy to do. So here's the first thing. My phone, right? I packed it in the front baby compartment. It's not that great. So if I want my phone, I go like this. I do the quick switch around, which is really nice. And then, where's my little zippers? It has two zippers and I put them on the same side, not very bright. And then I kind of open it and I have to go in here. I don't know why that is that I would think I need my phone, but I feel better when it's at the ready. So there's nothing really here on the external parts of the front part of the bag that where I could put my phone in within easy reach. I don't count the Velcro thing because the Velcro's so deep I think it would scratch my phone. But they do have this. Check it out. It's a zipper pocket right here. The placement of it is perplexing to me because let me show you with my phone because it'll make more sense. It's a zipper pouch. I put my keys in there because I wanted them out of the way and not clanging around. I have an old phone, a Samsung Galaxy S7. So this pocket is unusual to me for a few reasons. One, it's kind of the second, either the first or second most natural place to put your phone. To me, it's either that front pocket that I showed you or it's this one, right? It barely fits. And I have an old phone. The phones are only getting bigger, so it's strange to me that this would not be a more phone-sized pocket. So that's the first strange thing. The second strange thing, and let me close this up so like nothing falls out. When I want my phone, I want it right now. Right or wrong, whether or not there's a reason for me to have it right now, I want it right now. So for me to have to do this action and then find this pouch and unzipper is too much work. If they took this pouch and they put it right here, how simple. I would think about doing a Velcro or something that's just easier so that I can get to my phone faster. So I would move this pouch here, always within easy reach. Here's the other thing. This right here is meant to add, obviously, comfort for heavier carries, but check it out. So I've set it to the shortest setting because I'm 5'2". The company is called 5'11". I don't know if that is because everyone they kind of cater to is 5'11" and above, but they don't cater to 5'2". So at the shortest setting, which this is, this actually can't even go on my shoulder because it's getting stopped by the pouch. So if you wanted to have more friendly sizing for different heights, you would have to make this work with that pouch. And I think, again, if you just took that pouch and you moved it here, it would eliminate that problem, because then this shoulder strap could always go where it's supposed to be, which is there. But notice, if I carry it where it's supposed to be, the bag comes to the side, but really the bag's meant to be back here. So that's one of my suggestions for version 2.0. My other suggestion, and it's hard to demo because it doesn't do this on me, but it does do it on my husband. My husband's 6'3". So here's me with the bag in its intended carry method on its back. I don't have a gap. The bag, I mean, I have a tiny little gap here. It's maybe easier to see it this way. It touches here at the bottom, and it's really pretty decently snug all the way up the top of the bag. When you are tall, you will see this bag looks like this, meaning it's touching here at the bottom, and it's leaving a 4 to 5 inch gap where the bag falls away from your back. If you're walking for any length of time, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, anything north of there, this is going to be uncomfortable. Having this bag fall away and having the only point of contact be at the very bottom. My husband tried the bag out for a few days, and it didn't work for just that reason. The more he packed it, the more pronounced the bag became in terms of how much it fell away from his back. And so that's the reason it didn't work. Empty, it did it, and full, it did it a lot. So version 2.0, I would hope they would fix that gap. This bag really isn't meant for someone my size, so I think maybe that's why I don't have it. But I think if you're of any decent height, I'm not going to qualify that because I'm going to offend half the people. But if you are taller than me, you're going to have a gap. Here's the other thing. While I'm talking about my version 2.0, when I want to take this bag off, how can I take this bag off, right? I can do this. I don't mind, but in fairness, this is a tactical bag, so it's meant not just for me, urban mom, out on the go. It's meant for obviously people that are maybe in more dangerous situations than, happy hour at Whole Foods. And so they want to be able to take this bag off immediately. I can't. If you were to grab the back of this bag, I would go with it because I can't take it off quickly. The only way for me to take this bag off is the clip right here. And it's the clip just adjacent to this pouch. Very hard to get to. I will say if you're taller, it's not as awkward. For me, it's coming right under my shoulder. I can't get to it. But I have seen on my husband, he's taller and he's wider. When he does this and swings the bag around, this clip is right here. So he can easily undo it. But for people that use tactical equipment, and even just for me as a mode of convenience, I want to be able to take that bag off without any adjustments. Even the action of having to swing it like this is too much. I want that clip somewhere here. So just to summarize my version 2.0, fix this pouch, make it in the front so I can use my phone, move the clip from the front to the back, and make sure that this strap, no matter the length, this distance for the height of the person, can always rest comfortably on the shoulder without having to have the bag under your arm. This is meant to be exclusively carried against your back or occasionally in your front. So that said, those are my version 2.0, but let me take the bag off and just show you some of the cooler features of this bag. One, let me clip this in. I have it set to the shortest setting, right? A lot of times you see my other bag reviews, I can't stand this dangling tail. Not just for aesthetics, but because it's clumsy. And I like that they have Velcro straps on there. So you could actually, and they come all the way open, you could feed your excess tail if you make the strap shorter through these Velcro loops. There's 3 of them. And it won't dangle at all. It's a smart design, right? They did it. They come all the way open, so you don't have to sort of fiddle to get it through there. And because there's 3, no matter the length of the tail, it's gonna get captured by the Velcro. That's one of the really smart designs. The other thing, of course, it has the standard issue top handle to move it from place to place. But let me show you some other really smart things. It's got this crazy webbing of, I guess, loops, for lack of a better word, right? So you could obviously do something like, here's how my husband has it. This is the bigger version, and he has carabiners on these loops. But you could also have a different bag. This one is really nice, actually. So this is also from them. This is 511. This is, you could put anything you want in there, but he puts a water bottle in there. And it comes with these two, these are almost like weighted or structured straps. And you take this strap and you can feed it through any part of these loops, like these. And then when you get it to the bottom, obviously you snap it on. So basically you could add a water compartment to the bag on any of these areas. In the front, it's got this on the side, it's got this on the other side. So you could modify the bag any number of ways to get a pouch that works for your water bottle or whatever you want to have at the ready. This particular one has this kind of a snap-in. Not super crazy about this. I know they work well, but just personally, I think I would want something different, since I probably would carry a water bottle in there. What exactly, I'm not sure, but just a easier one, so that when I'm constantly reaching for my water bottle. You know what, actually talking about it, I think I want this. I would want the drawstring version, so that my water bottle is just within easier reach, like an open compartment, and then I can adjust it to meet the size of my water bottle. So that's what all of this is for, this sort of parallel canvas loops. And I wanted to show you one other thing. What did I do with it? Oh, they have here a big Velcro patch, and they have one also here, and you can buy various things. Obviously we put the American flag on it, but these just come on and off, and it's kind of nice. It's, I mean, basically it's bag swag. You could put, this one is one too. See, this is our first aid kit, so he put this on there, so we always kind of know what it is. But the Velcro on here is crazy. It's got extremely good grip, and it's nice, both for labeling the bag, and if you wanted just something decorative like the flag, it's kind of a nice option to have. And or if your family members have one too, to put something on there that makes it slightly distinctive, so that you know that it's your bag. But let's swing around. You can see I put this on there. It's just it was kind of a rinky-dink flashlight, but our heavy-duty flashlights would dwarf this bag because they're long and they're kind of, the circumference on those ones is big. So I put this kind of itty-bitty flashlight just to show you here that there are hooks on the side. So that's some of the cooler features of the bag. If you happen not to have a bag like this where it comes with these weighted straps to weave through these cross bands, they have these things, and I just want to show it to you. They're called MOLLE sticks, and you sort of, I did this like 3 times before to practice, and I was like, I know I'm going to screw that up. So here I am screwing it up. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. So anyways, here's how you do the MOLLE sticks. Don't try to pull up on this part or you'll break it. So it's the part towards the back, and it snaps, and it's pretty secure. You can hear it just via the snap. It's loud. And this goes right here, and then it clips onto the bag, and then you snap it on. This thing is not going anywhere. It's on there. So the purpose of this is to affix a bag if it didn't have these weighted straps. So something like this, which is, this one has it too. But anyways, you kind of get the idea. All the bags have it, so I don't have a good way to show it to you. But you would, in lieu of having a weighted strap, what you would do, see if I can show you at least. It has the same pattern as on this bag, and you would take this stick and you would weave it one through here, one through on here, and you would go almost like an apple pie lattice, in and out, and it would fix this bag to this bag, and then you would snap it on. I will say I did try to do it, and it does take a little bit of doing, right? Because there isn't a ton of room between here and there, so that when it's finally on there, it is on there snug. But it's not hard, it's just maybe a little bit tedious. So anyways, these are MOLLE sticks, and they're very secure. It looks like this one, like our dog tried to eat it. She was no joke. In her heyday, she was 70 pounds, and man, she could give you a run for your money if she wanted to, but she couldn't get through there. So for what it's worth, these are pretty secure. But anyways, that's it. So I try to get this off. This is the Moab 6. It is the baby version. I should come up with a more manly term. This is the whatever. It's the petite version of this, which is the Moab 10. These are both really reasonable. This one is $99. This one is $70, and they come in 4 colors. I took notes, and I never take notes. I feel weird looking, but that's what I'm doing. It's black, tan, and gray, and then these colors are double tap, which is a combo of black on the stripes and then the dark gray on the body of the bag. Oh, and one other thing I did want to show you, which I forgot. Back here is what's called a hydration pocket. So you could put a Camelback. This is the very back of the bag that would rest against you. You could put a small Camelback in here. A Camelback is this, if you're not familiar with it, and it's for basically carrying a ton of water or whatever it is that you like to drink, Gatorade, when you're going to do some extreme hiking or long running, whatever. And it's just a nice kind of way where you carry a lot of liquid, but it remains sort of flat. And this, on the big version, goes back here. And in the same way, in the hydration pocket, it's got a very long hose. And then the hose pops out the top. And it's got a Velcro over it. I don't know if you can see this, and it comes in here. Out comes the straw, if you will, for the Camelback, right? So this one has it too. But what's missing from here is there isn't a natural hole for the straw to come out. So to me, that was a little bit awkward, because basically what that means is you've got to leave the zipper slightly unzipped so the straw can come out and you can drink from it. I don't like that. I wish that they had made a hole. So that would be my other thing for version 2.0. I wouldn't end up using the Camelback on here at all because of that reason. So I'd probably just stick to having a water bottle, but this is a small pack, so I'm obviously not going on a 20-mile hike with this little bag. So anyways, I like the bag. I think it's got some really good features, but ultimately it didn't work for my husband because how it fell away from his back. So this, if you're on the shorter side, it probably, we're not in between, right? I'm 5'2", he's 6'3". For me, it doesn't do that. For him, it does do that. So I'm not sure how the bag might work for you, but you can always give it a go. If it falls away, you can always return it. This is the Moab 6. This company is 511. Thank you so much for watching.